I'm very grateful to have this opportunity to speak with you this evening. In all honesty, I was feeling quite inept. I am not a maker, and I prefer to lurch in the shadows. So after anxiety and a little bit of self-doubt, gratitude emerged. I am very grateful to be here, and I'm grateful that you're here too. I just mentioned that I'm not much of a maker, but I guess that's not completely true. I once made an Afghan for my newborn nephew. I am one of those people who make York. It is my intention to contribute to making York an awesome place to live and learn. Making York, for me, is defined in 3 distinct chapters. Chapter 1, making possibility visible and attainable. Chapter 2, making others realize good things that are happening around them. And Chapter 3, making time and space for others to explore their interests. So Chapter 1, making others realize their possibilities. Listening and getting to know people, taking a positive stance, and reaching out to make community connections actually does make great things happen. Throughout this talk, you will be introduced to folks who have been part of this making process. I found that making possibilities transpire for others has been inspired by children's literature, learners, and my own children. Children's literature can be rather simple. However, the complexities and lessons within the words inspire greatness. These are 2 of my favorites that do just that. Original songwriters come in all ages. These 3rd graders were exposed to Cal Weary by my blatant stalking of Cal via Facebook. He was a complete stranger, but Cal and his band showed up at Round Town. In no time, 7, 8, and 9-year-olds were performing their song about gummy bears. They later performed for larger audiences. Girls thought their bathroom was boring and drab, but not for long. Designer Allison Kelbaugh came, and the girls had the bathroom of their dreams. Who doesn't need a pleasant place to go? 2 boys with a passion for hockey, a heart of gold, and a group of grown-ups who said yes instead of no raised over $900 for cancer patients. Jenna and Ava had big ideas that tested even my notion of what could be possible. But by giving them space, opportunity, and reaching out to many grown-ups, they were successful in organizing the Clot Trot, a race with 500 runners, swag bags, and ice pops. They raised money and awareness for the National Blood Clot Alliance. Chapter 2, making opportunities to acknowledge and celebrate others. Wangari was a Nobel Peace Prize winner who made the world a better place. Children identified 2 Wangaris in York, Dave Smith and Steve Billett. If Wangari had a book written about her, these guys should have a book written about them, and they did. Making community connections was essential in making this book, which was a surprise for Dave and Steve. Randy Flom, Patty Stirk, Craig Wolf, Megan Fieser, and Scott Fisher were all integral parts of this book-making process. The book, The Wonders of Wico, can be purchased on Amazon. Not bad for 7 and 8-year-olds. Something magical happened after volunteer extraordinaire Sue Schaefer and Par Bowman from the York County History Center worked with children. What started as a project to learn about family history turned into a project in learning about the stories of our community. Once again, making required me to reach out into the community. Randy, York's story man, who's here, gave the kids a crash course on interviewing and filming community artists, the population of York the kids most wanted to know more about. Amazing things can happen via social media stalking. Yep, I'm guilty. Shannon Patterson, Tom Notarangelo, Dave Smith, Justine Landis, Brett Greiman, Kate Huffnagel, Carmen Walsh, Rita Whitney, Caitlin Patuk, and Gavin shared their stories with these kids, who in turn shared these stories with the world. We made a website and they celebrated. From the interviews, We Make York, an art show was born. Dave and Steve suggested an art show at Ironic, so an art show it was. With a lot of research, planning, contract signing, creativity, and a little help from grown-ups, they had a sold-out show raising $600, which was used to purchase art supplies for kids in need. Chapter 3, making time and space for learning beyond the classroom. Coder Dojo is an international volunteer-based organization which provides school-aged children with an opportunity to code. Debbie Bieber and I started the first dojo in York County this year. Here, kids and their parents have space to to learn and have fun. Making time, and lots of it, afforded these kids an opportunity not only to participate, but to successfully complete robotics challenges in an international competition. These kids comprise 4 of the 230 teams who were invited to the final round. Over 7,100 teams competed. I'm really late. I'm really late. What is possible when we reach out into the community? When connections are intentionally made, when time and space is given to succeed, there is something unbelievably beautiful and unimaginable that happens when we dwell here. Impossibility. Oh no, I wasn't late. Okay. Oops, I was trying to look at both. So we're going to dwell on possibility for about 15 more seconds. Okay. Although most of my making is with kids, this making is for kids and their families. Regina Peckman imagined a district-wide pantry for Central York, and together we made this dream a reality. The pantry is run entirely by volunteers and driven by donations. It's been going on strong for 4 years. This has been a blessing. So as you see, I alone am not a maker. What I do strive to be is that person who at least makes space and connections for possibility to become a reality. I am part of the S, and together we make York. Thank you.